Well, the phones just will not stop ringing inside one call center in Austin. It is set up just for
And
voters.
the questions they're asking, well, they may be what you're asking too. KXAN's Arzo Dos takes us inside the call center, helping hundreds of voters.
Travis County Elections.
The phone rings all day long,
This is Audrey. How can I help you?
from 7 in the morning until 7 at night.
Yes, I could help you with that.
It's noisy inside the Travis County Elections call center.
We are known by many as the call center with a heart.
Yvette Lakaitis runs it.
Okay.
She says when the phones start ringing, there's sometimes no break.
We usually get hoarse after an election.
This election, she's had to double her staff.
They're my guardians of democracy, you know.
Close to 40 people work the call center every day, answering voter questions and even questions from election workers at polling locations.
The biggest question that we get is, where am I registered? Am I registered? How can I get a ballot by mail?
Right now, about 1,500 calls are made to that number. On election day, it'll be more like 6,000 calls.
This is a temporary job, but it is such an important job, and everybody knows that they're valued when they come here.
She says as busy as they are,
Appreciate you out there voting.
the calls answered are worth it.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Arzo Dos, KXAN News.
And if you have questions, call 512-854-4996. The positions are paid, and that call center will close a few days after the election because a lot of people call wanting to know voting totals. All temporary election employees go through a training program. It's developed by the Travis County Elections Division using educational materials from the Texas Secretary of State's office. Earlier this week, we took a look at the top 3 questions voters have in Travis County. The top question asked was what to take to the polls. And we found if you have an ID, take it. If not, take your voter registration card. And if you don't have either, take a utility bill or a bank statement, something with your name and address. To see the top questions from voters and the answers, go to KXAN.com.
A survey from our media partners at the Texas Tribune and the University of Texas found many Texans are nervous about security at polls. 89% of Republicans surveyed said they were really worried about people voting this election who are not eligible to vote. 75% of Democrats shared that concern, along with 69% of independents. 77% of Republicans were extremely worried about inaccurate vote counts. Compare that to 75% of independents and 52% of Democrats. About 1,200 registered voters participated in that survey earlier this month.